How's it going? In this video I'm going to show you how to replace the left tail light on a 2008 to 2012 Chevy Malibu. So this one right here has just got a crack in it and water is getting in there and it's just kind of pulling it up at the bottom. So got a new tail light here. Got this one off of eBay. And the tools that we'll need are some sort of prying tool for some clips. And then water and paper towels. You don't need them, but I'm going to be using those. So let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is unscrew this little thing right here. And this is the same for the right side. Everything is just mirrored. So take this off. And then we need to get off these two clips here. So I'm just going to use this little prying tool to get back behind them and pop these out. So now with these two clips off, the next thing we gotta do is come up under here, and there's another clip right back here that we gotta take off. You can see it holds on right there. So we gotta get that one off next. So then when we have this carpet pulled back, we have access to the little screws that are holding on the taillight. And there's 3 of them, as you can see on here. So we just gotta unscrew them by hand. No tools for this part. So there's one up here, one right here that you can easily see, and there's one in the back that you have to reach for. So let's go ahead and get these off. Okay, now that we have all these off, the tail light is just resting on here, so we can go ahead and easily pull that out now. And now we have the tail light right here, and just make sure that you unclip the wiring right here. It just presses down, and then it should just slide right off. There we go. And then it clips on right here too. So now we have the old tail light off. And now this is the part where you can use the water and paper towels. Just clean out the area a little bit. There's a little bit of dirt and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, now with that cleaned out, we have the old tail light here. We can just get rid of this. And then we take the new one, right here, nice and new. And the first thing we do is plug in the wiring right here. Make sure it clicks. And then don't forget it snapped into this little thing right here. Just push that in there. Make sure it holds on. And then we go ahead and line these up and just push this right back into place. Make sure it seats in there real nice. Okay. And you can compare it to the other side, make sure everything looks good. And it looks like everything is the same. So let's go back inside and screw everything back on. Alright, so this part's pretty easy. It's just the same stuff that we did before, but just backwards. So let's pull back this carpet here and take our 3 little knobs here and screw them back on. Make sure the taillight doesn't fall out. And for these 3 screws here, just hand tight them, and that's good. Don't want to overdo it because these are plastic and we don't want to break anything. So just nice and snug like that, and we're good. And then we can go ahead and push this carpet back into place. Make sure it's tucked in real nice, and then we can go ahead and get the clips back on. Okay, now that that's back into place, it's lined up with the holes here. You can go ahead and get the Christmas tree clips. Just push them back in. And the one underneath here. And then the final thing is to screw this back on. Alright, so we got our new tail light now. Here's the old tail light and there's a new one. See? Nice. So the last thing that we should do is go ahead and test it out, make sure it works. So it looks like we got it working. Got the blinker on right there. And since that's the only bulb in there, looks like we're good, since the other one is right there for the reverse light. It's a separate assembly. So it looks like we're all good, and that's how you change the taillight on a 2008 to 2012 Chevrolet Malibu.